Welcome to the Restless Podcast. As you see on the screen right now, I am not just joined by one, not two, not three, but four members of the Eighth Day. Every single member, and that also calls for every single member of Restless. It is I and Jake here from Restless, and we are interviewing the Eighth Day. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course. Yes. And it's a pleasure because this is our first ever, I guess, duo interview. It might get a little hectic. It might get a little, crazy. But, I'm really excited for this Eighth Day interview. But, I do have a few problems, I guess. Let's first start off, Hottie.
Yeah, I have a bone to pick with Jake, actually. If you guys saw, we recently did an interview with Dustin Wynn. And he mentioned to Dustin that his co-host, that I was corrupted by the Eighth Day, that I was saying the chapters of the Eighth Day, staring at the light, staring at the sun for 8 hours a day for 8 days. And Dustin Wynn said that the Eighth Day prey on the weak, that they prey on people who don't know each other. But at the end of the day, he's alone. He got concertoed. He has no friends. And y'all are here. And Jake is here defending Dustin, defending Izzy James, all these heathens. Eighth Day. Is he the one corrupt or am I?
Jake, you're corrupted, my friend. I could tell by the lack of leadership on this podcast that you're jealous of my brother who joined the Eighth Day. Just sit back. Let him take leadership. You need to follow the Eighth Day. The Eighth Day is the truth. It's the light, my brother.
Listen, it's during that very emotional, very almost made me tear up. The emotional episode with Dustin Wynn, he talked about all the struggles you gave him, right? We couldn't bring him along on the show today, which is very sad. But tell me why you would target, these so-called weak individuals. Who do you, proclaim as a heathen? Who do you not? Why is someone like, Max Heights not a heathen or Rudy Garza not a heathen? Like, I just don't get it. And Hottie used to be a fine citizen, man.
This man clearly doesn't know our history, Father.
Oh, my brother. Do you know who's a heathen right now? Do you know who's a heathen right now?
Who?
If you don't know, go look in the mirror, my brother. It is you. You're a heathen right now. Got him. You're saying, how can we tell?
Yeah.
How can we tell? Well, first we look through a man's eyes. We look through a man's eyes and we see his spirit. We see if the light of the Eighth Day is flowing through him or not. And that's how we can tell if that man is a heathen or not. And right now, you're looking like a heathen, my brother. I don't see no light coming out of your eyes right now. Where's the light, my brother? There is no light. You, sir, are haram.
Yeah. Give me one of those pamphlets, maybe I'll throw those pamphlets in the trash. How about that? Okay. I'm sorry. That was out of line.
You talk about Dustin Wynn, but that man has trespassed against our faith time and time again. We've only offered Dustin a hand of salvation. And each time he spit in our face. So you want to talk about bringing him on this podcast with us? He's an enemy of our faith, my brother. He's an enemy.
Someone would say
you are an enemy too. You are trespassing against our faith, my brother.
Okay, my brother. It's okay, my brother.
Some would say that people like Fly Dev, Dustin Wynn, heathens, Jake even, they're Eighth Day phobic. They're afraid of the light. They lead by hate. They don't lead by love. They don't lead by love. How do I fix this man?
Fix?
I want you to do something for me. I want you to go to Jake, find a room, sit him down, look at this man's eyes, and ask him, do you believe in the Eighth Day? And he's going to say no, because he's a heathen. So you know what I want you to do, my brother? I want you to raise up your hand, hold it up, all the way up in the sky, hold it up in the sky, and slap that man. And show him the power of the Eighth Day.
Yo, that was kind of creepy, but I'll tell you what.
That was power. That wasn't creepy.
Power.
What?
What do you guys have to say to the allegations that the 8th day is some sort of a cult?
What makes it a cult? The fact that
False.
it's new? Is that it? Is if the 8th day has been known for much older, would it not just be another one of the religions that, I don't know, you learn about in school? I haven't been in school in like 30 years, so.
Yeah. I mean, I just hear this from other people. I repost your stuff and they say, who is this cult, the 8th day? What is this 8th day? And we've heard what the 8th day on the last episode of Restless Podcast with the 8th day. Check that out. But I don't know. I'm not calling it a cult. I'm just saying other people claim it to be a cult. What do you have to say to that? Anyone can answer that.
It's not a cult, my brother. It's a faith-based organization. We are a fellowship trying to spread a good message, to love each other, to spread the light, spread goodness, to believe in something greater than yourself. I know you have trouble doing that, my brother, because right now you're looking heinous. You're looking like a slob. Right now you're looking like a man that believes in falsehoods. You, my brother, maybe you're in part of a cult. Have you asked this man if he's a part of a cult or not? To be honest, he's looking like he is.
Father Oday, I have been trying to communicate the power of the 8th day to him, but he doesn't listen. And as you can see from,
job, by the way, a terrible
okay,
job. You need to do
all
better. You're partnered up with this man, and he doesn't believe in the 8th day. All right,
but I've brought him
wrong.
to
That is
you because I
terrible
can't
on
do
you.
it myself. I can't do this myself. I'm
If you
not.
believed, yes, you could.
You know what? But you saw from last episode to now, I've upgraded. I've been staring into the light, and I feel better. I look better, and I know I am better.
You're not wearing your glasses.
He doesn't
can
need
see.
it. It's so
See
crazy.
that, Hendrix? He can see now.
Hip.
You see that, Jake? That man is blessed. You know who else couldn't see before? Holy Roger.
I couldn't
Now
see.
both of y'all can see.
He's wearing glasses now, though.
Hurrah!
These
Shut your
are
mouth.
just props. These are just props.
I done told you they're blue light glasses. They're so they don't hurt they're very sensitive eyes. I don't know if you've ever been blind for the majority of your life and then you're able to see out of nowhere, but that's an attack on the senses, especially a brand new sense. So he has to protect his eyes at all costs. So
Thank you, my brother.
yeah.
Okay, well, I do want to speak to Holy Roger. I do have a question for you, Holy Roger.
Oh, ask away.
Of course. July 13th, you have a fatal four-way with Kenny Calypso, Maximus Stone, and El Valdivia. What's your game plan going in to this fatal four-way for you?
I have the same game plan as always, which is go in there, whoop their ass, stomp on their heads, and come out victorious. Simple as that. You know, anybody who steps up, rip their arm off. Anybody who gets in my face, bounce their head on the canvas like a basketball. Simple as that. We are bringing home all the gold because that's what Father Oday wants. We are bringing home victories because that is what Father Oday wants. The Texas Contenders Championship will come to the 8th day because that is what the 8th day wants. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less, my brother. So my game plan, win.
What if you don't win?
Hurrah! That is haram. That is haram. And that is the mindset that we're talking about, Jay.
I'm sorry.
If you was a believer, you would see the light.
Exactly. July 13th, Houston Premier Arena, Texas Contender Series 21. Not only is Holy Roger in a fatal four-way, by the way, they had to put him in a fatal four-way just to contain him because one man is not good enough for Holy Roger. But Shawn Hendrix, you are facing Shimbashi. So in the semifinals, now we all know this is an easy victory for you. Is there any preparation needed at all?
So I started off the Contender Series as a commentator, and so I've seen all of his matches that he's had on there, and even since moving to a competitor, I've continued to watch Shimbashi. I've watched him where he comes from of a lion's pride. And I've actually wrestled him at a student show at Reality of Wrestling. So, in which I was victorious. So, there isn't much for preparation other than just continuing to do as I do and be who I am, because that's all it's going to take. So,
We did see last time, though, in your tag team match against Shimbasi and Just Nick, you did get chokeslammed by your tag team partner, Justin Walker Jr. Why did that happen?
well, I would say that there's not much going on upstairs for the Hellhound, Hellhound Jr., whatever he wants to be called by now. He's definitely aligned himself with some rather salty beings. They're not gonna put him down a path of righteousness, and so he did what I think all mindless beasts do, and that's bite the hand that's just trying to help. If it wasn't for that, then I would have single-handedly defeated both Nick and Shimbashi, of course. But it was
Obviously.
unexpected, caught me off guard. I mean, I want you to really do the math here of what it took to pin me, and that was I got choke slammed, I took a running knee and a buckshot lariat back to back to back, and that's what they needed to put me down. And so
That's probably why they put Roger in the Fatal 4-Way. They see that one man cannot stop the Eighth Day. So they need to keep stacking men upon men. But back to last Texas Contender Series, number 20. Father Oday, I have a question. You told me on the last episode that if I make a donation, if I stare at the light, that I will be protected from the heathenish crowd.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because
Jake,
I'm just
what is he right now? Is
No,
this
no,
funny
I'm-
to you? Shut your mouth. I don't
No,
care.
no.
Continue on.
But during your entrance, you went to the crowd and you started calling everyone haram. But you stopped in front of me and you started screaming in my face. That was a heathen. That was a sinner. I was very confused. Why? Why were you putting all this anger towards me?
Of course. You see, you still don't understand, my brother. There are dark spirits that were surrounding you. Do you know what kind of building we were in, by the way? A very disgusting building infested with rats and cockroaches. That building is haram. That building is filled with dark spirits. So I was yelling because I was trying to protect you and scare away all the evil around you, my brother. That's what I was doing.
Thank you. I didn't realize it.
Thank me. Thank me again.
And thank you. And I think that's why after the show, when we stepped outside the building, maybe those dark spirits were alleviated because we got to embrace with the Eighth Day. We got to shoot a little video. We got to shake hands, hug every member of the Eighth Day, except Shawn Hendrix was still recovering from that choke slam. Unfortunately, but he's here now. It's okay. And I have now adorned myself with the Eighth Day t-shirt. Praise be.
Look how good that man looks right there.
Yeah.
Show them again. Show them again. Look how good that man looks. Look at Brother Tracey. Look at Holy Roger. Look at these people and how great they look.
Mhm.
Praise be
I got
to you.
Carhartt.
Haram. No
Should
one
I-
cares. Continue on.
Should I bother getting Jake an Eighth Day t-shirt? Can he even be saved at this point?
I
That's a
believe
good
in my
question.
heart that every man and every woman and every person on this world can be saved. That they can be. But there are some people in this world that can't be. Jake, I hope you can be saved. I hope that you can just take our hand and believe in the Eighth Day. Do you know how you can be saved, my friend?
How can I be saved?
Mhm.
You got to recite the chapters, my brother. Chapter 1. Do you know the first chapter, my brother?
No, I don't. No.
Or
Did you not watch the last
Brother Tracey,
interview?
Man,
Brother Tracey, do you know chapter 1?
I do, but I want him to recite the chapters, Father. He must learn the chapters.
Oh,
He must recite them himself. They must come from his
oh no.
recite the chapters.
Why didn't you watch the last episode, Jake?
Of course I watched the last episode, but it was too much corruption in my mind. I had to
Too much
switch on to the I had to switch on to a different episode.
You didn't write down any notes?
Let me guess.
Is it okay? You didn't do any homework?
Let me guess. Is it Believe in the Eighth Day?
That is
Let me
chapter 1.
guess. You know it. It's inside of you.
You can downstate all you want. That wasn't a guess.
Let it out.
No.
Believe, my brother. Breathe
Chapter
it in.
2?
Breathe it in. See it. It's everything.
Is
It's everywhere.
Is chapter 2 also Believe in the Eighth Day?
Don't you feel the power in you when you say that?
I told you.
Don't you feel the holiness running through you, the light?
Now it's chapter 3.
If he gets this right,
Is it Believe in the Eighth Day?
Yeah.
okay.
Praise be.
Now on your knees. Say it again. On your knees. And say
I know
on your
it.
knees.
Just because I know it don't mean I believe it, man.
That is very
You know
haram.
what?
That is very
That was
haram.
very wrong.
There was just a little bit of light
Blasphemy.
within you, and then you took that away.
I just had to keep thinking about all of my favorite wrestlers you called haram, like Mysterious Q or Shimbashi or Dustin Wynn. I just keep thinking about them, right? They're good guys, right? That's who they seem
No.
to me.
They're not.
They're not
What
good.
makes them good?
They're just so friendly. They don't scream at me when I'm in the crowd.
So you're scared of getting yelled at.
Maybe.
You don't like getting yelled at. So you're going to stay a peasant so you don't get yelled at. You could be great.
Yeah, because you're a non-believer. You don't believe. We see it in you. We smell it on
But-
you.
But do you think Hottie is 100%?
But wait a second. You've been
cleansed?
talking about why haven't you been on any of the Texas Contender shows? I haven't seen you at any of those.
That's true.
You've been running from faith. You've been running
Maybe
from the 8th day.
no, absolutely. Of course I
feel the presence of the 8th day, my brother.
maybe I have to do something that Hottie wasn't able to do, and that's confront the 8th day in person.
Confront.
Have you donated?
No, he
I have
hasn't done
not
it.
donated. No.
He hasn't
You
even
don't
seen the
have a
majestic bird.
The bird.
That now
Yes.
it's all coming together.
So,
He hasn't
Um,
donated.
He hasn't
I
stared
mean-
at the sun.
Yes, sir.
Like-
Do you have $25?
Never ridden a horse.
I got like a peso, man, but I don't got like.
I'm not sure what the
$5.
conversion rate is. I
Does
don't
the
think
8th day take foreign currency?
Yeah, do y'all take foreign currency?
Heathens. Swear to God. I swear to the 8th day. Heathens.
So
But back to it.
You know,
guys-
the dollar is the
you guys
currency
see
of the
this.
world, by the way. You know that,
what?
right? The dollar.
what?
my friend.
How many
Y'all-
pesos was that?
That was like 20 pesos.
That's $1
No.
US dollar. So that's not even close to being saved.
Dang.
That's
got,
not
like-
$5, my friend.
Are y'all able to like convert via like quarters and stuff, or
What?
$25 is $25.
20?
You
But
know-
he did. But
You
I mean,
don't
he did $5, right? Through the.
I did
bird
25
window.
plus 5.
That's true.
30.
That is true. But can I ask something for
No.
both Tracey and Tracey and Oday?
Ask away.
So-
you.
Such a big question for you guys. It's the Texas Indie Showcase 3, right? It's the 8th day. Oday and Tracey with Max
Oh.
Heights, Rudy Garza, and Royalties International, Bo Amir, against five people who you consider heathens, like Isaac Morales, Mysterious Q, Eric Lockhart. What's y'all's preparation into that match, into the Texas Indie Showcase 3?
Well, we've been doing something that you haven't been doing.
Yeah.
We've been praying a lot. We've been looking into ourselves, letting the light guide us and flow right through us. You know, we've been reciting our chapters. We've been giving back to our community and saving people. You know, we've been game planning. We've been doing everything that we can. We've been training. Brother Tracey here has been gathering all the power within him so he can deliver the wrath upon all these heathens. But in fact, why should we tell you everything that we've been doing? Everything that we have been, our game plan, everything that we've been trying to do. I know why, because you want to take all that information and send them back to the opposite team because you love them so much. Those are your favorite wrestlers, right? I know your tactics. You are a spy. You are a sinner.
I am a non-biased journalist, man.
So you can clip it up and put it on Instagram and give them an easy message at our game plans and tactics. Haram! We don't have game plans and tactics, my friend. The 8th day shows us the path to victory, my brother. Don't you understand this? We've been preaching this since day one. Get it together. Get it together. You're being made a fool of on your own podcast.
Brother Tracey likes to stand under a waterfall and shadow box. That's one thing, but you can tell the world that there's nothing that anybody can do about that.
Come on, brother Hendrix. You can't tell my secrets, man.
Hey, man, like there's no preparation for someone who stands under a waterfall and shadow boxes. This scares me sometimes.
Well,
that's the waterfall completely just go right back up.
Mm-hmm. That's the power.
That's the power. Just one good uppercut, and that water is just going right back up there. So that's it's the power, Brother Tracey, that you possess. I want people to know so that they can start fearing now.
We're a man of quality, my brother.
When we speak on the power of Brother Tracey,
we're a man of quality.
You have the nastiest spear in the business. I've seen opponents almost look like they were broken in half after you've hit them with your spear. When did that move become part of your arsenal?
You know, before I found the 8th day, it was a move I used, but was ineffective. Till after I united with my faith with the 8th day, that move became the most devastating spear in pro wrestling. At me, if you disagree.
You can't argue with that.
Wrath is spread through that spear. Vengeance is spread through that fear. Praise be, my brother. Carry on.
Praise be.
Praise be. We saw you guys in the last episode promise to do harm to the Russell twins. And that promise was kept. The Russell twins were defeated in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. What's next for the tag? Like, I just want to ask this actually. Why are you, Father Oday, and Brother Tracey continuously competing as a tag team and not with Holy Roger and Shawn Hendrix?
My brother, we will take over New Texas Pro Wrestling. And the way to take over New Texas Pro Wrestling is to get all the championships, all the gold that they care about, all the gold that all the wrestlers hold. We will gain the tag team championships, which is why we work together. We will get the World Heavyweight Championship of New Texas Pro. We'll get the Lone Star title. We'll get the Texas Contenders title. We'll even go after Vixen if we have to and get her title. We will go after all the titles, my brother.
It's a simple tactic.
But that Lone Star Championship is Rudy Garza's currently a man that you're friends with, someone that you'll be tag teaming with at Texas Indie Showcase 3. Could you possibly challenge him, one of you, for that championship, the Lone Star Championship?
Possibly, my friend. You never know.
Friendly competition.
Friendly competition.
Friendly competition.
But will it end up being friendly?
There is no anger, no hatred between us and them. Friendly competition, my brother. There's nothing wrong with that. Men have been competing against each other since the dawn of time. Brothers have been competing with each other since the dawn of time. It's all about competition, my brother. Don't try to twist it.
Rudy is someone who has a tight grip on that championship, and he tries to do anything to keep it. He has Bo Amir on the side, and I feel like although it may be friendly competition, it might not stay friendly if he loses that strap.
No.
Why are you trying to spread darkness?
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just saying it how
He's
it is.
not Dustin.
I want you to know.
That's Rudy.
You are right. I want you to know we respect Rudy Garza. We respect Bo Amir. We respect Dan Miller. We respect Royalties International because they are good men. They are good men with good values and good principles. You know, something that Jake lacks.
Even if they're not believers in the 8th day, they accept our way of life, and they understand
How many people have not accepted our way of life, even when we did nothing wrong to them? You got the Wind Dragon who has harassed us multiple times on multiple occasions, attacked us.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because of our beliefs, our way of life. That is not a man of honor right there.
He said that you harassed him.
Even Danny King and Casey Kareem. They were once non-believers. They were once heathens following the ways of the Wind Dragon, and now they're on the step in the right direction. They're on the right path, the path to righteousness. Come home, my brothers. Come home.
Well, I do want to direct a question, because now since we have the full 8th day, I do know that we discussed, or Hadi discussed with Shawn last 8th day interview, that the way that Shawn found the light. Holy Roger, since you're here, how'd you find the light? When did you decide to take apart from your so-called heathen ways to join this faith organization?
Why are you doing all that?
What?
Faith organization.
You're a child.
What?
You're a man.
Well,
There's a faith-based
man.
organization.
Faith-based organization.
we're a family. But to keep it simple, I was blind and I was broke. And this man, he saw me. And he saw what I could become. Holy. And I remember, you remember this, Father Oday, I said, I'm a blind man. I can't be holy. Why are y'all laughing? Why are you laughing, Jake?
Let this man speak his truth.
I'm giving my testimony.
I was choking on a cracker, Jake. All right, have some respect for Holy Roger.
You don't laugh at a blind man.
I'm giving my testimony.
This is wrong.
And I said,
This is wrong.
I'm a blind man.
Yeah.
And this man said, take this pamphlet and let me guide you. And I saw the light, my brother. I saw the light. Now look at me. I'm holy.
He's not blind.
I'm a holy man.
Now,
Yeah.
How'd you read the pamphlet, brother?
Do not forget to donate.
This man, yeah. Wearing the Oday shirt, joking about our faith.
I'm not joking, sir. I'm curious. I'm trying to professionally ask some serious questions about the 8th day. I'm genuinely curious because I am not only a big fan, but hoping to attain my salvation.
Father Oday had the pamphlets printed in at least 100 different languages, including Braille. So,
Thank you.
Like,
Thank
seriously?
You.
Even Braille?
yes, in Braille. What do you not want blind people to be saved?
No, of course. I mean,
The 8th day is an inclusionary group.
You are disgusting.
no, what? No, I wasn't.
You know,
like,
I find how you act and how you treat, and then look at your favorite wrestlers.
It
That's
makes
why we
sense.
call them heathens. It makes sense. Look how he's treating us. His guest.
Not only is he
No, I
8th day phobic, but he's now an ableist, someone who hates the blind.
You,
Haram.
I love the blind.
I could see it on your face as soon as I joined in the chat that you don't like blind people.
Wow.
That's awful.
That is haram.
Well, I want to ask the same question to Brother Tracey, since he's here too. How'd you find the light and removed yourself from your heathen ways?
The light found me, my friend. The light found me. I'm the chosen one. I'm the wrath. The light came to me in my darkest times. And all I had to do is reach out and grab it. And I grabbed it. And we're here now. And I'm trying to offer you the same light, my friend. I'm trying to offer you that salvation that was offered to me. All you have to do is take it.
I
But
mean,
you're blind. You are blind.
No, he's not blind. He hates blind people. He can't be. But he is a heathen. He is haram.
Maybe he is secretly blind, and that's why he hates blind people. He secretly hates himself.
My sister's blind, man. I love
Is she?
blind
Oh.
people.
I
Yeah.
must hate you.
You must hate her.
I can't believe you, Jake. I met
Yeah.
you for the first time today, and now I am already judging you as such a bad person.
Like people like you, all you can do is just laugh. Like,
Do you laugh at your
I mean,
sister?
so
Do you laugh?
what?
When she tries to read in Braille, do you laugh at her? Do you
Well,
take
she's
it
not
away
like
from her?
oh,
What, now she's not blind?
Lord.
she's not like blind, but, you know, she's like or legally blind or you know, I
This is
don't know.
blind.
illegal
Is she
That
illegally
is haram. She can't live in this nation. Is she illegal now? That is haram. What makes her illegal?
She was born here, man. She was, you know, she's
Don't try to
awesome.
defend yourself.
But
You've dug yourself in a pretty deep hole, Jake. I think that you should
Yeah.
probably
Just donate already, and we might.
you should probably just
Exactly.
donate
Exactly.
$25.
Take a new
Oh
step.
my
I'll
god.
pay in pesos. That's
I'll look up the conversion rate for you since
Look. Since we gotta go back to Brother Tracey, because Jake, if you were at the Contender Series show, you'd know that where the light of the 8 Day points, Brother Tracey cleanses. All right, this man has been cleansing out New Texas and Texas Contender Series tag teams with Father Oday. Now, I want to know how or when is Father Oday and Brother Tracey going to challenge JJ Blake and Terrell Tempo?
We are ready. It is JJ Blake and Terrell Tempo not showing up, not being here,
Where's Tempo?
not trying to defend. Where's Tempo?
Where's JJ been at? They've been gone for months.
He's been at PWF.
Who has?
JJ Blake.
PWF.
But where's he been? At New Texas. Where's he been
Exactly.
at New Texas? He hasn't been here. He hasn't been at a Contenders. Where's he been? They haven't shown up. They are afraid. They are scared. And they should honestly be stripped of their titles. They have not defended it. We haven't even received a rematch after getting those titles stolen away from us because we never lost them.
Yes.
They were stolen.
Should Kiefer Bartek strip JJ Blake and Terrell Tempo
Yes.
yes.
Now, right now.
Yeah.
unanimously across the board?
I mean, I like JJ
Shut
Blake
up.
and
They're
Yes.
not, but if they're not showing
We
up,
know you do.
they're not acting champions.
wow.
Why are we in a tournament right now? We should be contending for the championships right now.
Exactly. Why do you even have to participate in a tournament? Why are you not at the very top already? Very
There's a
true.
rematch.
But
Very
oh,
true.
But they're
I do have-
running. They are running. They are hiding. PWF, we don't even wrestle there. That's not our
Exactly.
promotion.
Exactly.
Why isn't he
But-
at New Texas?
It's 'cause
Why
he's
isn't?
He's afraid.
Why aren't they
the
defending
win
their
was
title?
a fluke. The win was a fluke.
They
Because
cheated.
I don't think that Tempo and JJ actually like each other. Tempo was there. You know, he thought he was going to be wrestling me. Tempo likes to beat me. And so Blake probably lied to him. JJ probably lied to him, said, I'm wrestling the 8th Day. Hendrix is in it. And you want to beat him for old time's sake. And Tempo was like, yeah, sure, brother. And so they went in, stole the tag titles after, I don't know if you remember this, but Holy Roger and myself, we were ejected unfairly.
Yes.
Yes.
They wouldn't have gotten away with those titles. But they stole the titles. Tempo ran off to California or San Antonio or something. I don't know where he goes. And is just hiding from Father Oday and Brother Tracey because they know that if they step in the ring with them again, they're losing them.
Yes.
And JJ doesn't want to do that because he finally found a friend. And so he loses those titles that are binding him with Tempo.
Yeah,
Lone Cowboy. He probably ran off of both titles and skipped town.
Oh, he did.
probably did.
I
Well,
will
he did
say you
try to
guys
get
are making
straight.
valid points. You are making valid points. Don't take that too serious though.
Hey, but let's just try to talk to Roger Vick for a second. Because, brother, Holy Roger Vick, you have not been in the business for too long, only about a year. But you've been under the tutelage of guys like Father Oday. Shawn Hendrix is a vet of the business. What has their mentorship meant to you?
Everything is everything. Father Oday is very knowledgeable. He's a very smart man. I love that man. And Hendrix has been in the business for what, 30 plus years?
About that, yeah.
So you know how much knowledge this man has in tag team, in singles, etc. I love having this man in my corner. Did you see it on my last match when he was there and the ref tried to cheat? Come on now. He stopped that. Because y'all do know the refs have a lot against us. They don't like us.
Yeah.
They don't. I don't know
They're
why,
not-
but
They're not people with faith, of course. But will Shawn be on
They're
at your side for the Fatal 4-Way?
if he wants to be, absolutely.
If management will allow, I'll say that, because if I wanted to be, I'd be there. I'd be there with all of you all the time whenever you're traveling this great state of Texas. I don't know why I said great. I don't like Texas whatsoever. That was weird. But if management allows, I'll be there. Just like I know if management allows for my match, that Holy Roger would be there. But sometimes Kiefer has this iron grip over this company. And
Of
so
course.
he'll just have a power trip one day and say, you know what, Hendrix, you got to stay under the ring for 2.5 hours before you can have your first match or something. And so I had to
I
do
might
that.
have to talk to Keeper.
You might.
Might
Yeah.
have to.
Brother
See if he's a
Tracy,
believer.
Brother Tracy, in our last meeting in person, you referred to Shawn Hendrix as the Great White Miracle. He's often referred to as just the Great Miracle. Is this a new nickname that the 8-Day has for Shawn Hendrix?
No, my brother. No. He's a man that's dressed in white.
Oh.
He shines light of pure white. He's a great white miracle.
In that context alone,
Yes.
am I ever other than that, you're correct, in which it's just great miracle, typically a great white miracle that one time, that one night, because
So you will not be using it further.
Embrace it, Shawn Hendrix. Embrace it. That
You
is
are
your-
the Great White Miracle.
I'm gonna need for Father Oday, we're gonna have to have a meeting off camera. But until that meeting, nobody from right now forward, nobody call me the Great White Miracle. Please.
No. Jake, okay, fine. We won't call you the Great White Miracle. You are just the Great Miracle, Shawn Hendrix. But I think this is a great time. I think Jake would agree with me that we play a little game with the 8-Day.
We have to. A little surprise game, you know?
Let him know.
Hadi brought up this amazing, cool little family game to play. We pretty much ask a question, and you would say, out of the 4 members of the 8th Day here on this wholesome, restless channel,
It's not-
that you would pick a member who would most likely do that certain task, you know?
No.
No. If this is haram, we're not participating.
But no, it's fun. It's
That's all right.
wholesome,
Continue on.
Hadi even brought up the idea.
Well, you are a family, are you not? And I thought maybe this could be a great bonding activity for the 8th Day.
We're already bonded.
Yes, but further.
You could like beyond bond, you know, like so bonded.
This is soul bonding. This is soul bonding. You know, this is.
That was-
already did
Why
that.
don't you guys give us an example of the game? Before?
Yes,
Okay.
Brother Tracy. Let's at least try it out. So let's say, who would you say is the messiest eater of the group?
What?
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys eat together.
Yeah.
There's no
I
one
actually
that's messy.
synthesize my energy like a plant.
We're
Yeah.
clean people. So
Okay.
we can't choose any one of us. We're not dirty. We're not dogs.
I should have known that this was not gonna work. So
It's okay.
No.
I'll ask.
Keep going.
Yeah, just keep the
Oh,
question.
yeah, of course.
yeah, go ahead, Jake.
Who's most likely to win a world championship?
All of us.
Oday or Timor?
All
One
of
of
us.
the two.
All of us. No,
All
my
of
brothers.
Oh,
All of us.
All
Don't
of
let them
us.
divide you. Don't let them divide you, Roger.
No, not dividing. You
I'm
know?
not a problem.
he's just lifting you up.
Material.
Yeah, you can win all the championships, you know? Woo. Okay, who's most Who's most likely to get in a car accident?
What?
You know who is?
What type of
You
question
know
are these?
who is?
Who?
Well, you go talk to the Wind Dragon.
Mm.
Oh,
He might have a little bit of brain damage after what the dream team did to him. That's similar to being in a car accident.
Oh
That
man.
is. That is.
I mean, he was
It
very
is.
emotional about that, man. Isn't there a little sympathy for that betrayal?
No.
Just a little, like
No.
2%, 1%.
We have zero sympathy for that man.
Oh man.
We were celebrating after that happened. It was a great day. It was fun.
We had a great time after that happened.
He was nice to me,
Did you-
though. I mean,
could you remind the people at home what an 8th day celebration looks like? Because the last time you described it, it was just so amazing.
It was. It was. You know, to really experience it, you have to go to one. You have to be a member. You have to have faith. You have to believe, right?
You had to donate at least
Because Jay
$25.
can't experience that. How do you might be able to experience that. It's a great time filled with light, filled with great faith all around us, surrounding us. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful time. There's
Last
great
time you
music playing. You
Yes.
got Beethoven, beautiful music. Any 18th, 19th century music you want, we got it.
but what about like,
Wow.
Something like, I don't know, Nirvana, right? Nirvana's pretty cool. Or
See, before I found the 8th day, music like that I would listen to.
yeah,
That's the one, my brother. Nirvana,
Beatles. Like Beatles is pretty cool, right?
haram.
What? They're wholesome.
I want to hold
You
your
don't
hand.
listen to
Is
hymns of the 8th
wholesome.
day, my brother.
John Lennon got shot. There's nothing wholesome about that.
Nirvana, not Nirvana. Kurt Cobain got shot too. I mean, it was by himself, but you know.
Yeah. So I guess on that question, who has the best music taste?
I can only speak of what I liked before.
It only works if y'all answer.
like who's your favorite classical composer then? Like Beethoven, Mozart, Chopin, Bach.
What are your favorites, Father?
I like Mozart. I like Beethoven. Some of my favorite. You know, I was there when they first performed.
Beethoven?
What?
Yeah.
You mean like the dog? Or
How old were you when you first witnessed that performance?
Oh, same age.
how old are you now?
Which is
Same age. Why do I need to disclose to you my age? That's creepy.
They just don't
That's
get it.
No.
That is creepy.
I
You don't
think
get
this
the
is
metaphors. You just don't get it. The 8th day shows you what you want to see. So he saw it. All you have to do is ask. The 8th day.
So if I believe in the 8th day, will I be able to see Nirvana live?
No.
Why?
Of course not. What the hell?
Don't you want to see good music?
Oh no,
Sean just left.
You see what you just did? You made him
Sound
leave.
left with your-
The Great White Miracle is gone
made-
because of you.
The great miracle leave.
That's
Answer that dumb
haram.
question.
That is haram.
I
Maybe-
will try to bring the man back.
Yeah, while you bring him back, I guess I want to also do a little awesome thing because Hottie just did a cute little thing and decided to cosplay as you, Father Oday. What do you think about his cosplay? I mean, he's not here right
It's
now.
not a cosplay.
He said it. He said it before. Holy Roger can testify.
No,
What
don't
cosplay?
throw me on there.
You have a
Wait,
picture
what?
of yours? What cosplay?
Right now, he
Right
He
now.
said he
where?
bought a shirt.
He bought the,
Oh,
he got the
yeah.
blazer.
Cosplay?
He
That's
got
not
the blazer, the groomed beard, the 8th day shirt.
Maybe he's just taking care of himself. You ever thought about that? He learned from us and decided
Facts.
to take care of himself.
He's not used to that, you know.
Unlike
Jake doesn't
mysterious
know
you.
about taking care of himself and, you know, staying clean and well groomed.
I took a shower before this, man.
Clearly, you need another one.
Oh, man, I mean, I will say one good thing about the 8th day, though, while Hottie's gone away.
Say 8 good things. Let's play a game. Say 8 good things about the 8th
Wait,
day.
you can't just make games on my podcast.
Yes, I can.
Bully Roger can do what he wants. He's not blind
Whoa.
anymore.
Where's that coming from? Whoa, Hottie, are you like a
Oh,
supernatural
holy.
spirit? Okay, here's 8 things. That's a cool T-shirt design. Who designed it?
It was a man. Let me pull up his name because I might forget.
He has a lot of things on his mind.
I do. It is a man that goes by the name of Alec Hugel, I believe, across the seas in the UK. A great man, great designs that he provides. But truly, he was also guided by the light. The light showed him
Hey,
what's on.
Hey,
He's
Shawn.
back.
And just like a miracle, the man shows up, a great man. Oh, Shawn Hendrix 2.0, we missed you, my brother.
I appreciate that. Yeah, no, this surface I was on stopped being connected, so
We thought
Here
you
we go.
left because of my questions. So
I thought about it. So
But yeah, the 8th day design of the T-shirt is really cool. I'd probably wear it for fashion sense. And maybe I will donate $25, not because I believe in the cause, but it's a cool T-shirt.
I've
Right?
actually been getting compliments about the shirt at the gym. That's no lie. They've been saying,
Welcome.
"Who is that?" I was like, "You don't know the 8th day?" And then I hand them a pamphlet and I continue with my workout.
That is a good man. That is a good man. See, that is how you spread the message. That is how you have faith. Jake, what's going on with you, man?
What?
Why can't you be like him?
I mean, I've been talking to some of the best of the best.
No,
Some
you
of my
haven't.
come on, like Izzy James is pretty cool. I mean, sorry, Shawn
He's
Hendrix,
a
but
heathen. He's a sinner. He's haram. But
I
Not
mean,
cool.
what do you think about this whole philosophy? I asked Dustin this about this whole 8th day philosophy, the light philosophy, and he said the wind will always blow away the light. What do you think about the wind philosophy?
That doesn't even make
versus the
sense.
light?
Yeah, the wind that makes no sense.
I mean, winds are cool, right?
The wind can't blow light.
I mean, yeah, like a match, right? It'll blow it away. Like, I mean, that's not wind, but
That's
Sound like-
fire.
that's fire, Jake.
Oh my god, Jake.
Where did you go to school to?
sorry.
School. Where did you go to school?
Fire provides light, but
Did you go
I
to
go
school,
to-
Jake?
I go to University of Houston. Go Cougs.
It makes sense.
Hey, man.
So does Hottie. So does Hottie, man. I don't know where to point. Here. So
You're
does he.
losing your money, by the way.
I'm
Haram.
on
You go in
full
there.
ride.
You go there, and I want you to pass out every pamphlet to every single student.
every single student.
You go to the facilities, go to the staff,
Administration.
administration, and you tell them that you're losing your money because they can't teach you right.
Where did you go to school?
Haram.
Why's
Can
it
we
always,
follow up on
why's
that?
it always where do you do this? Where do you do this? Where do you do that? Why is it always pointing fingers at us?
Are you by any chance?
What's wrong with you, man?
Are you by any chance aligned with Maximus Stone PI? Because I feel like right now you're trying to interrogate us.
Yeah,
Whoa.
this feels like an interrogation, not an interview.
I'm just being a journalist, trying to learn more about my guests, I don't know anything, about anyone, I'm just no,
It
I mean not
shows.
you guys. I did research on y'all, right?
No, you didn't.
I mean, I
You
don't need the
went to school if you did any research.
man. I mean, I love 8th day, or I like the 8th day
Oh, you
episode we did.
You just
You said it.
You know,
Praise
you're very
be.
conflicted.
he
You're
said he
very
loves the
conflicted.
8th day.
It's slipping out.
No, I mean,
It's
I'm like
slipping
an
out the cracks. We just gotta break him. We just gotta break
I'm
him.
an
Spear
8th
him.
day
Spear him,
atheist.
brother Tracey. Please,
Whoa.
next time we come to Contender Series, pull him into the ring and spear him.
See, people that don't compete in pro wrestling, we don't lay a finger on them.
Sends a waiver.
We just evangelize. The men and women that face us in that ring, that's a platform where we can impose our physical strength, the power that the 8th day gives us. So I'm not going to lay a finger in this man. I'm not going to spear this man.
You're sweet.
Slowly but surely, just like you, my friend, he will believe.
Thank you.
I see it.
And
I see it, my brother.
No.
Donate 25.
donate right now.
You know,
And yeah.
carry on, Oday. I'll let you go.
Okay. So you were telling me to give out the pamphlets at U of H, but tomorrow I'm going to Inspire AD Wrestling Show in Austin, Texas, and I'm going to be handing out pamphlets. But is there also a better way for me to spread the message of the 8th day in Austin, Texas?
Have you tried yelling?
Say that one more time.
Have you tried yelling?
Of
using
course.
your voice.
Yes, yelling, like you said in the last episode, raising my fist, waving it around, smacking the other heathens. But what else can I do?
What? Are you trying to assault someone, my friend? I just said yelling.
You told me to do that last episode.
I told you to do that to Jake, all right?
What?
No, last episode you said to do that the premiere arena.
Oh, that makes sense. Yes, do that too.
Okay, so only premiere
You're talking
arena.
about going to Austin, my friend, all right,
Yeah.
to a
Okay.
whole nother
Last
place.
year.
But if you're talking about premiere, yes, my friend, those people deserve all the punishment, all right? Those are disgusting heathens.
Mhm.
I guess I want to play another fun game, which I think will sit with more your style. You know, halal or haram. So pretty much, we're just gonna start naming wrestlers.
This is already haram before we get started. But
Let the man continue on. Let the man.
It's such a fun
Are things
game,
very
right?
binary? Like, are they just halal or haram, or can you kind of be like in between? Is it on the spectrum? What's going on?
There's no in between. You're either a sinner or you're not. You're either
Everyone
bad
makes
or you're
mistakes,
not.
though, right?
Yeah,
No.
and that makes you a sinner and you're bad.
But you've made mistakes before, right,
I
Father?
have not. What mistake?
I
Game
just-
14.
I don't know, like you burn some toast or something. I don't know.
When?
What?
Are you just
No,
lying?
I'm just like doing
This
like
is
an
a
example,
golden
right?
man.
I'm doing like an example.
No.
Well,
Continue
he
on
makes
with your
no
game.
Haram.
Continue on with your game.
all right. So we're gonna name wrestlers, and you guys are gonna say if they're halal or
Okay.
haram. Are you guys ready?
No, go on.
All right, let's do it. Cue in the credit cards. Woo. Okay. Mysterious Q.
Haram.
Haram.
absolutely.
Amen.
Wow.
Now, why is that?
Haram. That's all you need to
And
know.
you want an explanation? Oh my!
Okay.
All
What about-
right.
He wears a mask to hide his identity. That's all you need to know. Why would you need to hide who you are? Unless if you don't want people to know, you don't want anyone to figure out what you are so that they can't link you back to your crimes. He is haram.
Okay. What about KC Cream?
Like I said earlier,
He was haram.
he was
haram.
absolutely.
But I'm starting to like the step that they've taken. You know, right now, I'll just go ahead and say that he's halal.
Would Danny King
Not
also
haram.
fall in that category?
You know, I was listening to some of his music lately. I went to Singapore to his last concert. Not bad. It's halal too.
A little different from the Beethoven you're used to, but still good.
Honestly, quite close. Very close.
Yeah. A lot of classical influences in his music.
What about-
Respectful music.
What about Kiefer Bartek?
Haram.
Absolutely.
Haram.
Haram.
He's the man, the myth, the legend who did the new Texas Pro, right? I mean,
And
He's a
haram.
control freak.
oh,
He is a
man.
control freak.
I mean,
Mad with
he's,
power.
he's pretty cool. He's giving us some media passes. Thank you, Kiefer Bartek.
He's
Shout
giving
out.
you media passes.
Perhaps sometime soon.
Yeah. All right. We're taking those back.
Wait, what? Okay. What about our boys at Big Propaganda? Halal or haram?
Hello.
Hello.
Respectable men.
Boys at Restless.
Hadi, you are halal. Jake, we need help. You are haram.
You are very much so, Haram.
I mean, I respect y'all's in-ring work, right?
You are haram. Haram.
I thought this was a list of wrestlers. Do you want to be a wrestler, Jake?
It was supposed to be a list of
You want to
wrestlers.
step in
Spear
that
him.
You know,
Now you, yeah.
we'll see one day. We'll see one day.
He
But-
didn't do amateur wrestling in high school. He has the skills.
Oh,
It's
really?
not
Did
the
he
same.
step in the ring?
Oh,
It's not the same.
I mean, maybe I did, and maybe I will maybe train someday. But, you know, what if Jake does manage to come in to New Texas Pro? Well, what would you think would happen? The
As a wrestler.
Real nasty spear.
yeah. Yeah.
what if I countered the spear though?
You can't.
How?
Has there ever been a person who countered the spear? Ever? Countered Tracey's spear?
There's always
How would
firsts
you
in this
counter it?
business. Well,
How would you counter the spear?
you know, I've been known for my kicks, you know.
Known for your kicks.
So
Who knows you
amateur
for your
wrestler.
kicks?
Who knows you for your kicks?
Name 5 people who know you for your kicks.
I know
And
you-
whenever when I bring up the name Jake, they're like, "Oh, that guy. I like his kicks."
You know
I'm
who has
sure
great
they-
kicks? Jake from State Farm. That man has great kicks. But Jake from Restless? No, he does not.
how do you know about
Wrong.
Jake from State Farm's kicks?
Because he's a believer.
Because he's known for his kicks.
He's a believer?
He is.
Jake from State Farm is a member of the 8th Day. Can we confirm this now?
He is. Why is this news?
Oh, praise be.
There's so many people around this world who believe in the 8th day.
Can you name some people just off the top of your head?
We got the Gecko from Gecko Insurance. We got that guy too. We got a bunch of people.
Geico?
Yeah.
Why are all these insurance companies a part of the 8th Day?
All right. If you have a pen and paper, I can run through a list of people who are believers.
I got a
Thomas.
Starbucks napkin and a Sharpie. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Jimmy,
Who's Jimmy?
Okay.
Michaela,
Michaela.
Michaela.
another Thomas,
Another one.
James, Jessica, Jillian, Armando.
Oh, he's really nice,
Okay.
actually.
Oh.
He is, yeah.
Top 5.
I can go on. Do you need more?
I mean,
Yes, please.
Is Flo from Progressive also?
No.
No,
Oh.
she's haram.
Jamie from Progressive, though. What about him?
Haram. We don't align ourselves with people from Progressive, to be honest.
What has Progressive done to you, man?
Haram.
But State Farm and Geico are on the path of the light.
They
Praise
are.
be.
Oh yeah, we're still playing a game. I forgot. So what
Yes.
about fellow Houstonian Booker T?
Haram. Haram.
Oh my!
Hurrah.
Haram.
What's up with this response, man? Booker T's
sorry.
a, Booker T's
sorry.
a world
I don't-
champion.
I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is there something personal there, Shawn, that you want to
What?
expound on?
I don't know what came over me. I thought you were talking about somebody else.
We're talking about Booker T.
Oh, Booker, that guy. He's neither here nor there.
Yeah, Spinneroonie guy.
The scissor
Yeah, the
kick guy.
spinner. Yeah, Spinneroonie.
Have you met him?
Yeah, haram.
Have you met
Yes, I
Booker
have
T?
met him. Yes, I have.
He actually has. Yeah.
How'd the conversation go?
Pretty good. He walked up to me. I actually didn't notice that he was there, and he said, "How you doing, young fella?" I said, "Amazing."
You
And he
young
said, "All
thug?
right." Huh?
You told you a young thug? What?
He said, "Young fella,"
Oh, young fella.
and then he hopped in his white Corvette and drove off.
That's
What was the license plate on that car, by the way? Well, while you're at it.
Unfortunately, it's not on the top of my brain, but I guess I can find that out for you next time I'm at Row. But
Good job.
Um,
That's your task.
anything
Figure
to
out his
serve,
license plate.
anything to serve the 8th day, and the great miracle, of course.
what about Royalties International?
Hello. Great
Hello.
man.
I will say I did enjoy y'all's little horse promo. kind of made me jealous. I kind of really wanted to ride a horse, right?
Little horse promo.
You know, I saw it on Twitter.
Seeking
Wow.
miracles, man.
First of all,
Yeah.
Seeking
that's not a
miracles.
promo.
Oh,
All right.
Way to be condescending too.
Well, no,
Little
I
horse.
didn't mean it like that. I didn't.
We were on a great journey to find that man right there. The great miracle, Shawn Hendrix. A great journey, my friend. That was just a recollection, a window into that journey of ours. A little horse promo.
No, that's not what I meant. A big horse promo, but journey promo with the horse.
You're very haram.
Okay.
Very haram.
You better watch it.
What about Tony Khan from AEW? Would you say he's a halal guy or a haram guy?
Hello.
Halal?
I say
Trying to get signed. I like it.
no. He's trying to get signed.
He's trying to get signed to the
God
8th
knows
day.
he needs it.
Yes.
To be honest, I don't really know. I don't know the man, so I can't really speak either way.
But you know Jake from State Farm.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Is there a reason that's hard to believe?
Jake from State Farm is an active member of the 8th day, of course, that we just learned.
Why do we never get to see? Why were we able to bring him on the podcast?
He's busy as hell.
Busy with insurance.
He has work.
State Farm.
Works that 12 to 8 job.
Sometimes shift work.
Yeah.
You know how many people sing that song for him to appear?
Which song? Like a good name. Oh, yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. Wait till you're sponsored before we start singing any jingles.
Yeah,
that's true. We're working on some sponsorships.
He has to appear very much so like Santa Claus has to go around the world in one night. Jake from State Farm has to appear to every single person who sings that jingle that will not be jangled on this podcast. So he's very busy.
Yeah, I don't want to like sing the jingle and then some other representative from State Farm just pull up who probably is haram.
Probably, Jake. Probably.
Yeah.
The next wrestler, though, Isaac Morales. Halal haram.
Haram.
He's already been dispatched though.
Exactly. No more worrying about Isaac. What about someone like ETC, a young guy on the roster in Texas Contenders?
He's trying to further his education, probably in a much better manner than the two of you. But
Come on, man.
I don't know enough about him, honestly, other than that. So just
like
on that alone,
young man.
Is there hope for him? Do you think he'll see the light soon?
There's hope for him.
he seems smart.
What about Houston Hendrix?
Another respectable young man. He seems like he can see the lights, you know?
And a little side note, Shawn, you've been in the business for so long. What is it like to see all these guys taking on the Hendrix name when the original is right there in the building?
Imposters.
It is. You know, imitation is the biggest form of flattery. So someone walks in the doors, hey, I'm Hendrix. I'm like, thank you.
Will we ever see the dream match of Shawn Hendrix versus Houston Hendrix?
Versus Steven Hendrix from Purple Haze, of course.
You better believe that is legitimately something that I'm trying to make happen. So
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, maybe once you've captured that gold, you can defend it against all the Hendrix in the wrestling world.
I probably will do that. Successfully defend it against all of the Hendrixes as well. It's kind of like, have you ever seen that movie The One, but with Jet Li?
No.
Fair enough. It's a bad movie, but it's a multiple parallel universe kind of thing where Jet Li in every universe goes to another one and assassinates that universe's Jet Li, and he becomes stronger until there's only the one, which is the name of the movie, Jake. And so what I'm going to do what I'm going to do, once I win that title, I'll defend it against all of the other Hendrixes, and with the defeat, with every Hendrix, I of course will grow stronger, much like the one with Jet Li. Has the bodies by Drowning Pool in it, so that's how old that movie is.
Oh wow. It's been a long time since the world got a good Hendrix tour. So can't wait for Shawn Hendrix
It
to go
has
on.
been a minute. Is this a world tour shirt? No, it's not. But it's been a minute.
I guess the last person, or not even a person, but this is a specific group of people that I want to see. Do you consider haram or halal? Houstonians, Houston, Texas themselves, haram or halal?
The fact that you don't know this answer is just crazy.
I'm pretty sure I do, but
Have you drove in Houston, my friend?
actually, I have to agree with you on this. Yeah, it's pretty
Houston
bad.
is haram.
Yeah.
Houstonians are haram.
Very.
Why do you think so many people are leaving the city of Houston and living outside of it? Because the city itself is toxic. It is evil, birthed in darkness. It is haram.
The Astros are pretty cool, though, right? I mean,
What?
the Houston Astros, right? There.
No.
The eighth day, I want to thank you for playing that game with us, halal or haram. Now, let's get back into a little bit more question. I know this is running a little bit long, but I have just so much knowledge I want from you. Holy Roger, like we said, you've only been wrestling for about a year now, right?
Give or take.
Give or take. How has your wrestling journey progressed alongside the eighth day? What are they teaching you inside the ring?
Not will I answer that.
I just want to know.
You trying to give away all my secrets?
Holy Roger, you know I would never betray the order of the eighth day. Come on.
I hope not. That would be very haram.
It would be super haram. And you know I try to keep it halal 24/7. Come on.
That's
I will answer that question like this. We work hard inside the ring. We work even harder outside the ring. Whether it's in the gym, eating right, or dealing with the toxic heathens that is around Houston. The eighth day will take over the Texas scene. Simple as that. You mentioned Inspire. Have you seen the new little Inspire show that they got coming up on the 23rd with all the little promotions?
Yes.
That is up for the taking. And the eighth day will conquer that. We're going to conquer the Texas scene. Simple as that.
I do want to talk about y'all going out of state. I believe I saw y'all wrestle in Florida, and y'all also called that whole state full of heathens. What's that experience wrestling out of state, and what do you think has the most heathens? What is more haram, Houston, Texas, or Texas in general, or Florida?
That's a tough question.
It's not tough. Florida is disgusting.
Yeah, I was about to say.
We were happy to leave that state as soon as possible.
I mean, was the competition nice there though? Was did you have fun?
Was there, wasn't
The state of Florida is haram.
I agree, actually.
Official.
You know.
Florida is haram.
It is official.
Official. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Stamp.
But I guess what is next for the eighth day? I guess like after Texas Contenders, after the Indie Showcase, what do you think would be the big future for Brother Tracey, for Father Oday, for Shawn Hendrix, for Holy Roger Vic? And you don't have to expose any secrets here. I won't share them.
I hope not. That'll be very bad for you.
You've already heard the first part of our plan, divide and conquer. We'll continue to do that, even surpassing the realm of pro wrestling.
What shall you? Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I think it's time that the eighth day has their own building, their own tower, if you will, a center for all believers to gather around and to go and honor the faith of the eighth day.
How many donations do we need to achieve that? What's the target amount so we can start donating?
Got $5 on you?
Father Oday, I don't have cash on me right now.
My brother, just
Well-
$5.
The treasury is here.
We're already on the right path.
Brother, Holy Roger Vic is here. The treasury.
Look,
He's here to
That
collect.
is true. My brother, what do you have?
I have
Jake has 20 pesos.
we
Yeah,
need
I
to get
got-
this new building for all of us, my brother.
I got two
That's
things
true.
right here.
I mean, I guess I
You don't
can
even know
sell
what
my
you have in your
possessions.
wallet.
Yeah, I mean, I got like a something from Dubai, but I don't know.
Why do you have international money?
How come
while
you
you're
don't
here
have
in
no
America?
US dollars?
Listen, man, it's getting hard out here. You guys know, right?
But you can't pay with that. Why not?
I know, man. I mean, I got a debit card, but you know,
Yes, we have credit and debit available at disposal for the 8th day. We also have jars of spare change ready to be converted and donated, but
Give it.
cash, none. Do I have
Jake,
to do
do
it
me a
the same
favor.
method as last time though?
couple quarters.
Because the last time you had me donate, I had to break my window. Is there a different method I could do? I just got it fixed.
What different method, my brother? Just break the window again. Just
Can you
break
open
it
the
again.
door?
What different method? No, you don't need a door. Heathen, haram, sinner. You go to your window and you break it again, my friend. That is the only method. So get your money. Jake, are you listening, my friend?
I'm listening. I'm looking at my window right now.
Yeah, we're
All
gonna
right,
take
good.
that.
I want you to take
foreign
the quarters
currency.
that you have, not anything else, because we don't take that. Take the quarters.
Dimes?
Yes,
Jake,
dimes,
please give him a moment.
Okay.
dimes, quarters, change. All right, you take it. You go through your window. Now you don't have to break your window if you know how to open your window. If you were listening to me last time, you know how to open up your window, Jake.
I don't know.
No.
He didn't go
I
to
don't think
school,
so.
so he doesn't. So what
I
you
don't
do,
think so.
you take your hand, you break the window, all right?
Yeah.
You stick your money outside, and a bird will fly down. And it'll
What type
pick-
of bird is it? Like,
Shut up. The bird will pick up the change and deliver the change to Holy Roger.
I only got 50 cents on me, Father Oday.
Give
Holy
it.
Roger, how'd you attain the role of treasurer for the 8th day?
Well, it was quite simple actually. I just realized that I was really good with money, and I was really good at getting people to donate.
That's true.
That's quite simple. That's just like, now you're going to give those 50 cents or however many cents you got. You're going to open your window or break it. I don't really care. It's not my window. And give it to the great bird.
Can I do it after the podcast? I still got a couple questions. I
Oh,
wanna
do you
share.
want it after the podcast?
I'm getting mad deja vu right now.
I mean,
You can do it after the podcast. Get your questions, your silly little questions out of the way first, and then
Okay.
I
Okay.
can take my debit card out the window. Do y'all take that?
if you would do me a favor, just recite the numbers and the PIN number live on air.
And,
And-
your social security number as well.
Yes, and I think that Roger can make that work.
All right, great. I mean, that
Yeah,
sounds like a
yes,
good
yes.
deal, right?
There's no
Yeah.
deal.
Oh.
There's just why
I
are
thought
you
my-
always wrong?
I thought my deal was getting blessed.
You have to have.
We're
Faith.
working towards that.
Mm. Mm.
You donate, not
You also
expect-
need to get a shirt.
my brother.
Man. Of course, I'll get a shirt, I guess, but I like this shirt I have. I thrifted it for.
That shirt is disgusting.
Oh well.
And
Damn.
just again, last time we talked about the Heathens in Houston Premier and New Texas Contender Series. You said the conversion rate wasn't too great. Is it still? What's the conversion rate like now?
When did I tell you that?
Last podcast.
That seems like a lie.
Pretty sure we talked about the conversion rate. You said they were heathens or disgusting, and that they've always been like that.
They have been like that. You
Yes.
know, the conversion rate is getting higher. It's growing. I feel like now a lot of those heathens that were here, look around themselves and realize that they live in a mess, that they are slobs, and that they don't want to live there or live like that anymore. So the conversion has been growing. They've been reaching out to us. They've been calling our prayer line, and they've been asking us to save them. So the rate has been getting higher.
And for one time again, could you provide the number to the prayer line?
That's my brother. I will. It's
Thank
281-868-4898, my brother. And if you have a pamphlet, right here, you can see that the number is on the back as well. So please look at your pamphlet. But if you can't read, that's fine. Some of our pamphlets do have Braille on them. But if you're like Jake and you hate blind people,
Yes.
I don't hate blind people.
Praise be. Brother Tracey, I appreciate your stoicism through all this whole podcast. I appreciate you being here. We missed you. We missed you and Holy Roger greatly last time. I appreciate y'all being here.
Oh, no problem.
We're just spread our faith, my brother.
Thank you. And I think this is a pretty good time to stop this podcast. I really appreciate it. And I just want to thank every single member. We had Jake on the podcast, hopefully that you could save him, but we found out that he's ableist, that he hates blind people. Found out.
Can I just ask Jake something?
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing.
Ask me. No way.
Jake, before we head out, my brother, do you renounce all of your heathenist ways? Do you renounce all of your toxic ways? Will you believe in the 8th day? Will you love blind people, my brother?
I think that is to be seen on July 13th.
He hates blind people.
He hates them.
Wow.
You couldn't even say that he loves blind
Oh, well, I said that multiple times. Play it back, I love blind people. Blind people, you're my favorite.
Jake,
Ray Charles,
my
shout
friend,
out.
Ray
I want
Charles.
you to be this confrontational in person. Come at us with your questions. Come at us with these gotcha questions, all this stuff you're doing to us in person. But you're not. You're going to cower. You're going to cower. And I will make you kneel in awe to the power of the 8th day, my brother.
Power.
That's
Power.
not a threat. That's a promise, my friend.
We'll see
That's a
when
prophecy, my friend. Praise be.
Praise be.
we'll see when we have the power of the wind on my side.
You know what? There's gonna be there's gonna be no returning for you.
Did you not see what happened to that man? He got hit in the head.
His brains got.
He has no friends.
But he never
Can you
stopped
imagine-
giving up.
Can
He
you
never
just
All his
imagine
friends give
getting
up on
hit
him.
on the head with a chair? He's dead. He's gone. Gone. He's not gonna save you. He's not gonna help you.
He's not. He needs to help himself.
This man right now is in denial. He's in denial right now. He can't accept that his friend is gone, that the wind dragon is gone. He should be mourning right now, but instead, he's just in denial. He can't accept it. That's all right, my friend. It's the different stages of grief. I understand. But that man is gone. He's dead.
Kurt Cobain's brain is in better condition than Dustin's right now.
My. Oh, my.
I love Kurt Cobain. But this was a fun podcast. Thank you so much, Holy Roger, Shawn Hendrix, Brother
You're very
Tracey, and of course, Father Oday for being. This is probably the best episode ever. Thank you so much for joining us, and of course, thank you, Hottie, for inviting me here too. And just check out 8th Day. Do you guys have any last words to say for the finale of the podcast episode?
I felt like we were trying to say, check us out, and trying to say our social medias, but you didn't know our social medias because you didn't do your research.
Yeah,
That's all right.
Believe the 8th day.
yes.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Believe the 8th Day. You can find us on Twitter at _the 8th Day. You can go to our website, believe the 8th day.com. You can call our number, 281-868-4898. 4898. If you want to save yourself and have faith and see the light, praise be.
Praise be.
Sure, but nah.
Jake,
Thank
you're
you.
haram.
What's wrong with you?
You're haram.
Who raised
You
you?
know what's wrong with this?
Who
man.
raised you?
You have a sick cloak though, Father Oday. I like your cloak.
Is this all just a joke to you?
No, of course
We
not.
can't properly finish up the podcast because you're just making ad hominems. This was supposed to be a class podcast. This was
Doesn't
supposed
go
to
to
be
class.
Fellas, I apologize. And hopefully next time we meet in
I'll be
person,
back
we
for
can
that
embrace in warmth and light. And that we can just finish this now on a note. Jake, I got this, okay? I want to thank all the fans at home for listening. I want to thank the 8th day for being here. Every single member, as we mentioned countless times. And as always, my friends, stay restless.
Stay restless.
Shut up, Jake.
Haram.
Yeah.